Okay, before we start, brother, may we have some likes? And we're looking at something that's not Safari Ltd this time. I want to try this different brand called Schleich, and it's the Majungasaurus. And for starters, it's Finding Nemo colored. Or is this? I think they were trying to inspire it off of a Bengal tiger, but it just looks like Nemo to me, or a clownfish. And for starters, yeah, the mold is... I don't understand one thing is that I know it's a safety precaution, but the rubber, or tough rubber as I like to call it, very flexible and just I do have some, like another one, but the problem is that it might bend, or if it's really hot, it'll bend or fold over and flop, so be careful with that with these types of figures. But so far it's not that bad though. It's just, let me zoom in closer. They do great amount of detail. I'll get into more detail on the animal itself, but for starters, the detail is great on this thing. There's so many good amounts of it. They did so many osteoderms. They did wrinkles or folds around the neck. They're hard to see, but they're really cool and like really good. Also, how they managed to modify or sort of mix in a sort of boss here alongside on its crown over here on the head. It's pretty good. And it also had a little bumpy textures too. And yes, it can open its mouth. And they even painted in the tongue and inside the mouth a different color, unlike the other ones I've shown before. And oh man, that is very ominous staring at you. And yeah, let's get into the colors. And first off, I like how they kind of contrasted the colors and sort of gave it a sort of jungle vibe to it. Even though these guys may have lived in a sort of wetland or sort of savanna-like environment in ancient Madagascar. Plus, there are some small sloshes or drips of paint on mine, but if you get one of your own, I don't think it'll show. It's just mine, so don't worry about it. But also, another thing is like how they use sort of a wet or dry brushing effect on this one a little bit more, because they show this more, or it's more easier to see, unlike the other various figures of LTD or Pinosoi that I've shown. Plus, even though we don't know the color of this animal, I kind of like the color. I mean, yeah, it balances out very strangely, but hey, we don't know what their colors were. Because I do like it. It reminds me of Finding Nemo, which is, I'm going to start calling this guy Nemo from now on. Plus, I also love the little spikes here as well. It reminds you of an iguana. I don't know if they actually had this in life. I mean, is there any preserved fossils of this? I might need to look that up. Plus, they even painted the teeth. They're it's not necessarily white, but it's more of a brush between the teeth. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to copy a snake. Because, like, here on the head, that reminds me of a copperhead, or a copperhead. I'm thinking copperhead whenever I see this thing, too. But I'm thinking more Nemo more than anything else. And plus, they did a very good job in the eye. Sure, it's not as heavily detailed as one from Safari Ltd, but I like it. It gives it more of a primal look, or a 90s primal look. Especially how they designed it. I mean, you could literally put this in a Jurassic Park collection of dinosaurs, and it would be very hard to tell that it is not a part of that brand or toy line. I like that. And as for the animal in real life, it would not have looked like this. It would look more like a, what's the word? Doom sausage, or a danger sausage. Because in reality, these guys would have had more muscle on their legs and their tail, especially here to support those mighty legs it had to run down prey. And due to the fact that they were more runners more than anything else, they rarely use their hands, so these would have been a little shorter to, I believe, here or here. I mean, they never needed their arms like T-Rex. Plus, I think they also may have had osteoderms, which is a pretty good thing. Pretty cool that they actually added this, or a sort of customized look to it to give it, again, that 90s primal feel. And oh, they actually did put in an ear hole. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that. Ugh, that's why. It's covered in paint. And and if you're worried about this thing falling over, it won't. It's fine. But watch. Only if you do it like that, it'll fall over. But by itself, it's fine. Plus, I do like this sort of pose it has. It's just inquisitively or curiously looking at something. You could put this with like a diorama of like something dead, or like it drinking from the river, and it fit in there pretty well, despite it not looking as accurate. But what can we say? We didn't know much at the time, or I guess this is a sort of aesthetic choice, I guess. And as for size, again, he won't take much space. Well, from this side, because this size, he's a total of 4.5 inches if you don't count this part of his legs. And as for all the way to the tail, 6 inches, or 6.5 inches for length. Total of, he's almost as long as this whole ruler, 12 inches or 11 inches. And for size comparisons, here is our friend the mammoth. Legacy Core Iguanas. So yeah, in my overall thoughts, sure, it's not accurate, but I do kind of do think this is kind of nice. I mean, if you're nostalgic for the Jurassic Park, yeah, why not? This guy could probably fit in there very well and very nicely. Plus, I kind of do like how they actually kept in the horn. I forgot to just mention the horn. That they actually kept it. I mean, they didn't go over-exaggerating to give it a unicorn horn. Oh, that would be funny. The unicorn lizard. Anyways, next time we're gonna probably I'm gonna try some more games and hopefully get some more dragons from the How to Train Your Dragon. Who knows? And thank you. Leave a like, and if you watch my videos through the end, thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you.